And it's also something that I always think of when I'm working with visceral manipulation of the ovaries and the uterus and the pelvis. So when we think about the ovaries and see a picture like this, it looks like the ovaries are lined up with the uterus, and that they're just kind of in the front of your lower belly where you can probably feel them if only you knew how. So that's what the pictures like this look like. But if you look from the side, you can see that the ovary up here is actually kind of behind the uterus. It's back towards the back. It's more towards the back than towards the front. So that typically on a pelvic exam, the recommendation for palpation of the ovaries is actually through the rectum, not through the vagina, because you can see the rectum is back here, so that it would be actually like closer to the ovary than the vagina is over here. And so, of course, this all is like a weird scale and not actually what things feel like when you're actually doing the exam. The picture looks like, how could you ever feel the ovary? It looks like 10 miles away, but it's actually like not 10 miles away. And you can palpate it. But even though this is the standard for palpating the ovary, and it's the way that all pelvic exams used to be done, it's typically not the way pelvic exams are done by and large nowadays. Nowadays, people generally take a shortcut and just do the vaginal exam without the rectovaginal exam, which is where you have one finger in the rectum, one finger in the vagina at the same time. And that's actually the best way to check for the ovary. But that's kind of gone out of favor for some reason. That's not done too much anymore. And then now in this picture, this is the transverse plane. So this is like cutting you through the belly button. And this is the back of the body. And this is the front of the body. So you got the bladder, you got the uterus, you got the rectum. And you can see the ovary here is going way back. So you can see the ovaries are pretty far back. So it makes sense that you would need access to the posterior wall of the body to have the best chance of being able to palpate the ovaries.